Oh, well, there we go. Okay, welcome to your live DR. How you feeling?
Horrible.
Why?
I mean, why? I don't even know. Maybe they're going. Okay, so my only guess on why Liam even nominated me was because I voted against Austin, and I know that they were rallying to keep him. So, but again, I don't know why me. I'm really hoping that like no, this is like the least. This is like the last thing I wanted was to like be nominated against Jill, because I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to campaign against her. She's just like such a good friend, but like I don't even know. Plus, I did shit on this veto, so okay, yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Okay. So how has we haven't really gotten a DR from you since last round, so I do want to ask about that a little bit. What was the chaos of last round? Why do you think the first round of the game was so split?
I don't know. I feel I feel like the people were like thinking to like, oh, let's just get Alex out and have the majority. But I feel like Alex, for me at least, was a better person to keep around because he could be an ally not like now and later in the game. So I kept him, and I know that those two especially were the worst people to win this HOH. So and why was it chaos? Because obviously they wanted to keep Austin and we wanted to keep Alex. And I don't know why a lot of people like wanted to keep it split. I wanted to keep Alex for my own reasons, and I can't think for everyone else, but I don't know why everyone else kept him.
Valid. Um, so being that you've been making these choices for your game and everything, obviously you're on the block right now. Who knows who first of all will win this veto competition, if we'll even have a veto ceremony after that last week. So how does that kind of shocker? Do you know anything about the veto ceremony being canceled? Have you heard anything about why that would be? Do you have any theories? And how does that make you feel being on the block right now, not knowing what could happen with the veto?
It scares me because I don't know, maybe there's a slight chance that I'm not the target at all. And but at the moment, Liam hasn't talked to me. The other Timmy hasn't told me anything, and my gut tells me they made these noms on purpose to like either to get me or Jill out, or if there's another story behind it. But it's scaring me, especially with the veto being canceled last week. I don't know what the fuck that could even mean for the game going forward. So I just hope that if there's the small possibility that I do win this veto, that there's no shenanigans that stops me from using it.
Interesting. Yeah. Um, so how do you feel like, again, since you've been making all of these like very intentional choices for your game, like do you feel like you have the connections with people to campaign for yourself? I know you said it would be hard to campaign against Jill because she's a friend, which I understand, but how does that make you feel going into, if it is you and Jill up on the block this week, or where do you feel like your fight to stay is?
I don't even know. Obviously, I think I can't. There's certain people that I think can have my back, but at the same time, I feel like that me and Jill kind of like on the same side of the house. Like I feel like me and Jill kind of associate. We kind of talk to the same people. So I think it's just like whoever they think is like the best person to keep around. And like obviously, I think that I have a few people that I've gotten close to, but I also don't know how close those people are with Jill. So
Valid. Do you think that the drama from the first HOH competition involving Jill will be any ammo for you to stay?
oh yeah, definitely. Like I'm not gonna like not use it. Like I think like as much as Jill is a friend, if we are the last two or if we're the final noms, I am gonna campaign for myself. Like that's no question, and especially with the drama with like like I think like just kind of like what you mentioned, just using the ammo to like not only like Jill like just Jill like showing I wouldn't say unreliability because it was on the Wi-Fi, but like just like the fact of like using like I can be a stronger player. I feel like going forward, and I try to tell people that I trust what I'm doing up front, so that there's no surprises, no mistakes, there's no flaws in my game. But I gotta roll with the punches. Again, there's a chance that the veto is canceled and we are the final noms, but there's a chance that I'm not the intentional target and maybe I get pulled off.
Valid. Um, so who do you consider your closest two allies and your furthest two enemies right now? Kind of constant VR question, but I think it's important.
See, I think I'm very close with a lot of people, but I would say that Jill and I think Jill is my closest. I don't know if I'm Jill's, but Jill's definitely mine. But um, I think it's a toss up between Jesse and Gizmo. I know I've been talking to Gizmo a lot, just in general. Like we talk a lot of like personal, but we also talk about a game. And I feel like Gizmo's someone smart to continue with the game with. And me and Jesse, I think we kind of like started when we were on call like the other night, and we kind of just like made this like kind of secret, not like final two, but just like this secret. I have your back, you have mine. So like again, this is a game, and I don't know where their heads are at, but my head is with those two or three people.
Okay.
And then my farthest I think is Timmy, not G, and um, Liam, just because like or Brian, like those three, I feel like just didn't like they did not talk to me like at all. Like then they want to like Liam especially talk to me like for like 2 minutes. I feel like he asked me what's up, and then I told him what I was doing, and then he stopped talking to me. Like he has not talked strategy to me once. So the fact that he nominated me is kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, and then also the I just don't trust uh Timmy, not G. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know his name. What is his last name?
Timmy L.
Timmy L. Okay,
Or Ginger Timmy, as most people refer.
I don't trust Ginger Timmy. I don't trust him at all. I don't. We're definitely not on the same size, and fact of the matter is, I just don't trust him. Like, and then Brian, I just haven't talked to at all, and then probably trying to stab him in the HOH competition probably like ruined my chances of even trying to get a connection.
Interesting. Um, so if saying let's assume you do survive this week somehow, who would you target as head of household if you were to move on from this week and win the power?
Liam,
Okay.
why not? Well, I mean, there's no one specific. I would say I would, if I was HOH, I would put up Liam just for the fact that like he put me up, and like that's kind of like like an eye for an eye. I wouldn't say anyone specific because no one's really gotten on my bad side. But I would say Liam.
Okay. And then another kind of general every DR question, but also an important one. What is your short-term goal for the game, and what is your long-term goal for the game right now?
My short term is to stay. Hopefully, I know I didn't do the best on the veto, but let's hope that everyone else did worse. But my short term is to stay, whether it's me pulling myself down or someone else pulling me down or me staying with this vote. My long term is to get an alliance, like a strong alliance. Like I feel like right now, like there's a lot of people on the ins, and then there's a lot of people on the outs, and I want to work with a lot of people on both sides. And then when jury hits, that's when I feel like picking a side is smart.
Valid. So you're trying to kind of sit and play the middle as much
Yeah,
as possible.
at the moment, yes. And then once jury, I think if I make jury, that's when I have to like start making moves.
Yeah. So since you're trying to play the middle, do you think you were a really important vote last week in all that chaos? Do you think you
Uh,
were?
I mean, with it being so split, yes, but like if it was just a regular vote, I don't think so.
Okay. What else has been going on?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I kind of mentioned it before, but I feel that I have a good connection with Jesse. We talked. We kind of made like a secret like not final two, but like a secret like deal. We worked together, kind of. I know that Jay is like I don't think I'm on Jay's bad side, but I don't know if I'm on Jay's good side either because we were on the call. Um, and then Timmy G is someone I want to work with in this game, but if it's me and Jill, I think he's gonna save Jill before he saves me.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I just think like yeah. I mean, it's like I always say like these type of games is like the challenge because they all kind of play like we all kind of know each other in little ways. And I feel like with like such the heavy Disney connection, like maybe like I know for a fact that like Timmy knows you, so I would assume that Timmy knows Jill and before the game, and I've known Jill for like a month or two, and he's probably known her longer. So I just think it's like a personal thing, especially with it so early in the game. Like you don't want to make a big move.
Okay. So what is it? What as of right now, if you do stay on the block against Jill, what is your campaign to stay? Like, what's your speech? Give us your elevator speech as to why you should stay.
I should stay because I'm like literally am like the weakest player. Like I am there to just like stay there, you know. Jill has the potential to become a beast in this game. Like she is very good socially and she's very good. Like she's been active now, but she was the team leader of the first competition and like I just didn't do much. I think I could be a good ally but I just can't win a comp for my life. So why not just keep me and put me on the block next week?
Valid. I can't think of any more questions, but if there's anything else you want to talk about or things that have happened that I don't know to ask about, feel free to share.
Um I don't know. Tell the VL I love them.
Okay, I sure will. Okay, I guess it just. Are you done? Does that conclude?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Then I will stop recording. Thank you so much.